know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' ahead, stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm Wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick, I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, West Coast with the gang, Lover with the gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang, West Coast with the gang, Lover with the gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang, West Coast with the gang, Lover with the gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang, West Coast with the gang, Lover with the gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, West Coast with the gang, Lover with the gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang, West Coast with the gang, Lover with the gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang, West Coast with the gang, Lover with the gang, you know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang, West Coast with the gang, Lover with the gang, you know we don't play gang.
Swole, Normus Beach.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
It's Corona. Oh, excuse me. Testing. Testing, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 13 hundo and 98 of the Daily Mother, a swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, a pimpcast, a sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. Don't you know it? We all flex our biceps. What is going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, husses, and you all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode of The Sleaze. And I'm just finishing up this swole card right now. Let me flex on you. This episode of the podcast is sponsored by Everson K2, flexing all up in your fucking grill. We are on episode 13 hundo and 98. Hashtag don't wait, beaches. Hashtag don't fucking wait. Don't fucking wait. Don't fucking wait. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't tweet. Don't tweet. If you got an accent, don't tweet, lads. Don't wait. Don't wait to make a change in your life. Fucking get up and do it. Great. Go fucking get it, bruh. Go get it. That was like an Irish, Scottish, Australian accent. How are we doing? How are we doing today, everyone? Welcome. It is Wednesday, March the 4th, and I was actually just live on TikTok a second ago. If you're not following me over on the Talk, it's at Papa Swolio over on TikTok as per the screen. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's make it a little bit more prominent, because I think it just kind of blends into the side. There you go. Follow Daddy. Follow Daddy. Follow Daddy Swolio. Yes. At Papa Swolio over on TikTok. So I was just live. And I wanted to go live, and I wanted to keep it live, and I wanted to just run it. I wanted to run it live, but then I decided, you know what? If I go live over on TikTok, I'll probably get banned from TikTok, because I don't think I'm allowed to swear or supposed to swear. And my intro would have ruined it. Like after the intro, it would have been, oh shit. I would have gotten banned just based on the intro. Just on the intro alone. Go buy water. Oh, they're drilling. I was hearing a high-pitched squeal. People are getting nuts over this virus. It's crazy in the stores. Oh, God. It's like I want to... So, yeah, I don't know. That was kind of like last night was kind of a downer, just because we were talking about it. I don't really know what's going to happen. I think now in terms of the coronavirus, just to follow up from last night, just to touch base, I'm sure you'll all go out in the comments and we can, talk about whatever, but you have, you don't know exactly what is going to happen. You don't want to stop your life. You don't want to live in fear, but at the same time, you want to be safe too. So, yeah, I don't know what the latest is from last night. If anything else happened today, does anyone know the latest for today? We'll jump into a couple other things. Reminder for those of you that are in Swolenormous X, you got Scorched Earth. You got Scorched Earth. If you're doing it, drop in the comments. I want to hear what your feedback is so far on Scorched Earth. A lot of you are doing your second total body preheat tonight. Go get it. Go get it. Yeah, two Swole lives in less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours, you get two papas. You get two papas. A little extra papa today. A little extra papa. A little EP. A little EP. Let's see here. What's going on, Michaela? It's 20 p.m. 20 p.m. over here. Greetings from Germany. Greetings. We got here. I know that up here people are going all crazy buying all the toilet paper. What does toilet paper have to do with the coronavirus? They want to get it before they're wiping their ass with it? I mean, you could just shower. You don't need paper. You're just you get some corn on the cob and just run it through there. Yeah. Oh, no, really? No shit. Oh God. Fuck. I don't know. I think the thing last night was it's hard to tell how serious it is and what precautions you need to take because there's a lot of differing opinions, but it seems like it's when you start seeing major events and things, I don't think it's a panic as much as it's, some serious caution. Because if you own a big company like that, I'm just responding because I see what Pedro put in the comments. He said MGM and Universal just canceled the release of the new James Bond movie, No Time to Die, from April to November. So, I mean, that's a movie release, which means they just don't want to have groups of people together. Shit. That's huge. I mean, that's a huge time shift. And that's a huge money loss. That's a huge risk. Because what if things get worse and they can't even release it in November? That's so much money. Think about how much money goes into a James Bond movie. How much does it cost? How much did it cost to make the James Bond movie? 150 million? What do you think? How much does it cost to make a James Bond movie? I haven't kept up with because I remember 200 used to be like Titanic, but that was a long time ago. That was in the 90s. Let's just say 200 million. I mean, they make so much more than that anyway. Those are guaranteed successes pretty much. If you just stick to a general script, you just stick to the how is a James Bond movie ever going to fail? I don't care who's in it. You have such diehard fans that will see any James Bond movie just because, even if they know it's going to suck, they'll watch it and they'll go. James Bond is just, you do cool stuff, it's going to be successful. It's like James Bond. I mean, obviously, it's insulting to James Bond to compare it, but Fast and the Furious, it's like that. You stick to that general, hey, you have fast cars, cool cars, you have absurd, ridiculous stunts of people flying and breaking nutsacks and fighting in midair while they're falling off a cliff. If you do shit like that, people will love it. Yeah, just to touch upon that, I think that's what most people are saying is that people that are not healthy are the ones that are succumbing to this, which a lot of these people would succumb to pneumonia or succumb to the flu anyway. So that's something to be hopeful for, that not that you want anyone to die, but if you're taking care of yourself and you wash your hands, you're not licking your finger after touching fucking doorknobs, you should be all right. What's up, Phil? Yeah, Papa did second tour of preheat this morning, and I'm tired, man. That's some good work, dude. Good stuff, man. Did you see my comment on your post in the group that your leg for the RDL, kick that shit back, man? You want that leg straight. Lead with your leg, not with your hands. Drop the weight. Make the leg. Watch my videos, the instructional videos, and just tighten. Try that method, bro. It's so much different. Make the leg pushing backwards is what pushes your upper body forward instead of reaching. You're gonna fuck it. You want, because you're gonna do total body preheat again on Friday. So do that, bro. Ooh, you're welcome. You're welcome. What up, John? Did yoga level 3 yesterday for Scorched Earth for the first time. Did much better than I thought I would. Pillars 4 and 7 seriously paid off. And for those that don't know the 7 pillars, number 4 is, I'll bring this up. Number 4 is recovery. And of course, I'm sure you were, as much as pillar 4 can be, you could also be pillar 5, which is mobility. So pillar 4, pillar 5 is about mobility. And of course, John was saying pillar 7, consistency. Execution is everything. Passion and purpose will forge this pillar in perpetuity. What a fucking gangster pillar. That's for those of you that are new to the Mancast. You can download the 7 pillars on my website, swolenormousx.com, right there at the top. But this fucking shit right here, pillar number 7, consistency, that's what it's all about. I don't care what fucking workout you do. I really don't. I don't care what workout you do. I don't care what program you have. If you're not consistent with it, your nutrition, whatever it is, you're not going to get results. You're not going to get satisfactory results. You are going to be getting shit results. You're going to be selling yourself mad short. So I don't care what program you have. If you're not consistent, worthless. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. It's like, oh, I like to, or I read, I educate myself. Do you educate yourself once a week, every day, once a month? It doesn't matter if you're not consistent with it. I mean, and when you're talking about yoga, let's go a little bit more into yoga. So we have on the card, the hashtag of the day for the Swole card is don't wait. Don't wait. If you're thinking about starting yoga, and this is a good topic, a crossover, because a lot of people don't do yoga and haven't started practicing yoga and are thinking about starting practicing yoga. If you are doing yoga once a week, it's really great to do it once a week. However, it's even better if you do it more consistently. It's better, in my experience, in my opinion, of course, if you do yoga 20 minutes 3 days a week rather than an hour once a week. I think you'll get more benefit. You may even get better benefit if you do 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. So think about it. Let's say you have an hour a week to do yoga, but you can break it up in any way you want. What do you all think? I want to hear your opinion. I would rather someone do 10 minutes of yoga a day, 6 days a week, than an hour once a week. Would you agree? It doesn't matter if you do or not. We're going to discuss it, but that's what I would program more, which is why this is why the 90-day dash program has yoga, has the Swolga, my classes that are 22 minutes, because you're getting into it. You need to be consistent. You're going to get sore. You're going to be activating muscles that you've never fucking used in your life. The volume's a big deal. You all remember when P90X came out, the P90X yoga? It's like 90 minutes. People skip that shit all the time. That was terrible programming. It was terrible programming. I mean, that kind of started all. It was really the beginning of like the boom of, I mean, you also had like, the Jane Fonda tapes. You had Richard Simmons. You had all those workout things before, but P90X brought in like the new wave of training. Oh, hard work actually gets results, but it's not psychologically a good approach to give people a 90-minute yoga class. No one's going to do it. So many people skipped it. So many people skipped the 90-minute yoga because it's too fucking long, especially for people that have never done yoga before. It needs to be consistent. It needs to become part of the lifestyle. You need to do it enough to where you're going to reap benefits. The frequency. So for example, if you're doing Swolga 3 days a week in the 90-day dash, you are doing an hour a week of yoga, but you're doing it 3 days a week. You're going to build that habit more. You're going to do more coats of paint. You never want to do a big one. That's not how you paint a wall. You don't just do one gloopy. I mean, now there's different ways for spray and everything. So if you're a painter, don't be like, that's not true. You don't have to do it that way. You don't have to paint in that manner. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'll say what I want about painting. You know what I mean? It's better to do thin coats of paint than just do one thick, heavy fucking coat. It's going to drip. It's going to, be uneven. It's going to look really poor. The light's not going to go through it properly. It's not going to have good, all the reasons like oxygen transfer. It's going to be duller, probably. I heard some Americans aren't buying Corona beer because that's how scared they are. Where they think it comes from Mexico or something. Maybe that's what happened because Chinese. Maybe it was the Chinese. Maybe the Chinese planted this virus, and because they have a lot of industry in Mexico, and Mexico's right on the United States border, maybe that's what they're doing. Because China owns a lot of. Don't they own a lot of land and businesses in Mexico? Or aren't they like the majority or something? They have a massive stake in Mexico. That might not be true, but I think it is. Scorched Earth Killer got in my yoga last night, hitting that second Scorched Earth preheat in about 6 hours from now. I know it's going to destroy me. Did max reps at 2 sets Monday, going for 3 sets. Good shit, Will. Rich, we're all out of hand gel in almost every store for 20 miles where I am in the UK. Good Lord. I'm just looking on Amazon and all it says currently unavailable. Jesus Christ. Uh, I mean, look, I don't think it's a bad idea, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm not going to put that fucking crap all over my hands. I'm not going to put that shit hand sanitizer all over my fucking hands all the time. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? What's interesting? If you think about how the body protects itself or how the body is supposed to protect itself, if you're coating your hand in that shit all the time, that's going to weaken your immune system eventually. I know it's going to kill the germs on the surface, but that also damages your skin. It's going to make other things more porous and might allow something else to come in, or I don't know. Like a lot of the sanitizers have like triclosan and stuff in it. Maybe just alcohol, but it's going to fuck up your skin doing that all the time. People that buy that are like, if I haven't hand sanitized stuff, just wash. You just got to wash. If you need hand sanitizer when you're out, you shouldn't be transferring this to your face, like, licking your hands or something. That's what I was wondering too. That's what I was thinking about too. These delivery companies, they're transferring all these packages if someone has it. But how are you gonna stop? Like, what are you gonna do? You don't want to be passive. You want to take control of your life, but we don't really have that much control over this kind of stuff. We don't have that much control. You get hand sanitizer, okay. I mean, if it really is something that really spreads, they're going to increase production of hand sanitizer. Like, it's like gasoline, or it's like the hurricane. There's a storm coming. All of a sudden, everyone, like, getting gas is the most important thing in the fucking world. There's a lot of problems that will happen that you just have to deal with. If you're part of society and we're going to keep this shit together, people have to just chill and ride it out. Just don't get sick and you'll be fine. Here's what you should do. Literally, here's what you should do. Don't lick your hands. Wash your hands regularly. And it's not just the soap, people. Remember, when you're washing your hands, it's the time spent. Scrub your hands, use a fingernail thing, scrape. It's not just, okay, that the soap is antibacterial and antiseptic. It's the literal physical water rushing, and, soap and those types of things help break the bonds between the molecules so they can run off your hands. But that's why the running water is important too. It knocks the shit off physically. It's like if wind pushed you, water is hitting these little molecules, or hitting these little bacteria and virus. We got here extra toilet paper. Let's see here. I don't really trust the media or government. The government is probably hiding how bad it really is, and the media is trying to panic everyone over bullshit reports. Again, according to we were talking about last night, one of the things that makes me uncomfortable is the fact that no one can really trust, or we feel like we can't trust things anymore, because there's a reason why we feel like we can't trust things, because when you're sensationalizing the news all the time, and then all of a sudden you're sensationalizing this, it's like you sensationalize everything. You've been freaking out about every last fucking thing that's happened every day, and you're always trying to strike fear into people so they watch the news. So when there's something going on, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Is this serious or is this more of this bullshit? It's like, okay, whatever. And then if it really is serious and people are like, passive, whatever, then it spreads more because no one's taking your shit seriously. Let's say they didn't sensationalize anything that didn't have to be sensationalized. And then all of a sudden, this happened. And we would actually have the information. And we would know what to do. And we would do it promptly as needed because we would believe it. We would trust it. But then guess what, fam? You also have a lot of stupid fucking people in this world. Is that not the goddamn truth? So I will tell you what, no matter what the fuck happens, whatever happens, happens. Now, I don't want anyone to die. I wish the best for all of you. But if something fucking happens, it's going to happen. You know, when this shit spreads, it's because dumb people go to the fucking gym when they're sick. Yeah, twice. All right, I want to say something. Twice today on the Instagram story, I answered a lot of questions on my Instagram stories today. So after this episode, you can go and check that out. 2 fucking people in the last day, knowing that this virus is going around, knowing that there's a lot of like uncertainty about what's actually going on. 2 people asked me, what do I think about going to the gym when you're sick? Are you fucking stupid? How stupid can you fucking be? Stop asking me that fucking question. Stop asking me, what do you think about going to the gym when you're sick? I think you shouldn't, you fucking idiot. I don't think you should, you fucking moron. Natural selection obviously took a day off the day you were fucking born. Turned a blind eye, played hooky, was fucking watching the newest release on Netflix, and didn't notice that you slipped out your mom's vag. Get the fuck out of here, you dumb fuck. You absolute dumb fuck. What do you think about going to the gym when you're sick? I don't think you should, you idiot. Jesus Christ. Forrest Gump would run circles around you, literally and figuratively. You like that? Boom. Fucking mic drop. Don't drop this mic. Don't drop it. I like this mic. All right, that was good. I feel better now. I got that out. Papa Swolio's scared as fuck because I was like ranting. Look at her. Didn't even update this screen. There you go. Hi, baby girl. Oh, yes. Yes. Daddy was just joking. He was talking about stupid people, not you. I wasn't talking about you, baby. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about you, baby girl. Dumb fucking people. Dumb fucking people. Going to the gym when you're sick. Did your parents have any children that lived? Oh, God. Yeah, I don't understand it. Dreadforce on YouTube. Why would you even want to go to the gym when you're sick? You're weaker, you cannot concentrate or give the same effort, you're just wasting your time, go get healthy. That's why I don't understand it. If you're sick, you're not going to have a good workout. And I'm even going to say it from a selfish point of view. If I don't feel good, then maybe I'm not paying attention as much. Like you said, I'm dehydrated because my body is using fluids to battle these diseases and other, my body is dealing with other shit. So the risk of me getting injured, not just having a shitty workout, but the fact that I can get hurt because my body is in a weaker state. You don't know exactly what your body is fighting. You might feel like shit or under the weather, But there are fucking millions of different types. I don't know. I'm just throwing this number out there, but how many different types of bacteria and shit can get inside the body that the body has to fight? How many? Like, how many things does your body fight? I can't even imagine. It's got to be in the hundreds of thousands, millions. If there's millions of different types or millions of bacteria, then there's millions of different types of good and bad. They balance each other out, kind of thing. So it's like, let your body deal with that. Let your body deal. If you go to the gym, do you want to get hurt? Of course not. So don't go to the gym. Meditate, hydrate, rest, recover. Be fucking smart. Fuck, right? Fuck. And that's another thing. Yolanda says, I wish people would stay home from work when sick, but they have to survive. That's a huge problem. One, companies and food, like they serve their employees garbage food. They don't give enough time for like, lunch breaks and stuff like that. Oops, I forgot. This is Papa's Folio scam. One of the things is in terms of, corporations, you might have a lunchroom. You might have a place to eat that's crappy quality food and people aren't bringing their own food. So they're eating shit or they're ordering locally, or like a food truck shows up and people go outside and grab some local stuff from, down the street. They're working in a job that they don't like. They're breathing in recycled air a lot of times, or pollution. They're stressed out, so their cortisol levels are high. They're sleep deprived because when they get home, they're drinking and eating shit, and they're staying up late because they're trying to unplug and de-stress when they should be meditating. They're watching Netflix to unplug and to outsource their relaxation. What they're doing is just procrastinating and shoveling their stress under the rug by vegging out on Netflix. It's a waste. Netflix is a waste. Most people do not use Netflix for entertainment. Most people don't understand how to use entertainment and what entertainment is. Netflix is used as an addiction. Netflix and garbage food. You can watch Netflix and enjoy it. Most people watch it compulsively, and there's no real connection with enjoyment. It's to that point of drinking alcohol, when having 5 beers doesn't do it. You need to drink 12 to get a buzz. You need to drink 12 to feel it. That's what Netflix is. You just watch. I watch things on Netflix or Amazon Prime, but I can unplug it. I watch one episode and I don't watch it for another few days. Mama Swole and I, we watch certain series, and it takes a while because it's a special occasion. It really is. It's a special occasion when I am, I got all my stuff done and she's free and we're free and everything's like, hey, let's unplug for a second and let's watch an episode of Vikings, or let's, watch. I haven't even started. One of you asked me the other day, you asked me about Altered Carbon. I'm super amped. Don't tell me everything. I'll ban you. I will fucking ban you if you say anything. But I haven't even watched an episode yet because of just, it's there. I get really excited, then it releases and like, okay, I'll get to it. I'll get to it eventually. No rush. It's not going anywhere. And if anything, by the time I get to watch it, maybe season 3 will be out. And then I'll be like, hey, I get 2. But people just they just mindlessly just go down that suck hole. But it's the same type of addiction. But there's such that aura around that word, the stigma around addiction. People are so afraid to use the word addiction because they're like, oh, that means I'm addicted to heroin or alcohol or gambling. You get addicted to a lot of things that aren't good for you. You get addicted to Netflix, of course. Absolutely. You can get addicted to exercise, of course. Being addicted and obsessed are different. Very different. Addiction, obsession, passion, they're very, 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 very different things. They're absolutely, absolutely very, very different things. So, let's see here. A lot of you are, sometimes you guys watch stuff. That's one thing, that's one thing. If you're watching stuff on a treadmill, and I get it, you're trying to zone out. I don't like watching shit on a treadmill. If I'm not on a treadmill, rarely ever, but on the step mill, I'm getting in the zone. I'm not watching shit so much as I'm fucking getting my head ready to work out. Maybe listen to a podcast. Yesterday I went live on TikTok for a little bit. Holy shit, Michael. Holy shit. Those Bang energy drinks are so bad for you. 3 a day? Don't those have, I did a video on that a while back. Isn't it 300 milligrams of caffeine? 300 in a can, right? That's so bad. That's so bad. Let's see here. Well, there you go. Obsessed is different. Obsessed with working out and obsessed and passionate, but it comes down to your reason. Why are you obsessed with working out? Because look, you can be really unhealthy if you approach your training like that. You can be really unhealthy in the sense that if you're training that hard and you're that obsessed and you're that addicted, right? And you're doing it to see abs, you're doing it for vanity and superficial reasons. That's not healthy. But if you're doing it because you're passionate about being as healthy as you can, you love exercising and you want to be as mobile and, you're pushing yourself, you're not overdoing it. It's like, that's a good thing. You should be obsessed with your health. Why is that a bad thing? Again, obsessed and addicted, 2 different things. And passion. Like those are 3 very different things. I'm sure there's more. So passion, I'm passionate about the Swole fam. I'm passionate about Swolenormous X. I'm passionate about what I do. Obsessed? You have to be, to an extent. Now, obsession doesn't mean that you're like, oh my God, I can't go without it. Like, I can unplug from this. I can unplug. Some days I can't. Some days things come up and they have to get done. Some days I can be like, okay, cool. Stuff's okay for right now. Time for me to do stuff. For example, the content, some of the upcoming stuff in Swolenormous X, a lot of the new stuff that'll be coming out is going to be a lot of exercise related content too, training content, because for the past year, I've been restructuring, rebuilding, reorganizing. We just launched Scorched Earth. So some amazing, I was going to say major. And I said amazing major releases and structural things. So now a lot of the content is filling out those sections in 2020. So a lot of new stuff coming out is really going to expand all the sections we have and tons of new stuff. So it's exciting, and you have to do one thing at a time. There's only so much time in a day. There's only so much time all of you have in a day for yoga, for training, for nutrition, for this. Do things that are most efficient to fill your cup and for you. Make sure you're doing you. And some days you have to push things off. I don't like, okay, I know I have to do all this stuff today. I can't go to the gym, or I don't like saying that, because then I'm not prioritizing my health, and that's dangerous. It's dangerous. That's a dangerous road to go down, because you end up biasing towards that. You get used to that habit. Oh, I'm busy today. I can't go to the gym. I'm busy today. I can't do yoga. Well, wait a second. Something happened and something came up. Why can't you do yoga and get rid of something else? A lot of times the fitness, a lot of times the training is the sacrifice. The training is what you pass off. The training is what you push aside. The training is, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. Well, what else can you do tomorrow? Now, you don't want to do tomorrow what you can do today, but did you do what you were supposed to do? Did you do what you were supposed to do? Why is the fitness? Why is the gym? Why is the yoga? Why is that first? Why is that the first thing to go? Why do people cancel gym memberships when, things, maybe I don't have as much money right now. I lost my job temporarily. People will still go out to eat or eat junk food, but then they'll cancel their gym membership. They'll stop doing something that is healthy for them. So it's very interesting why people are so quick to cut out fitness. People are so quick to cut out exercise. People are so quick to push off the gym until tomorrow because something came up. Because it's not convenient today. Does it matter if it's convenient? Maybe you need to make it more convenient by doing shit faster, by cutting out something else that's bullshit. Better time management. Time management is the skill. Time management is the skill. I'm working on it every day. I'm not very good at it. I am, but I'm not. I get a lot of stuff done, but I have a lot of stuff up in my head. I got a lot of stuff all the time. My brain's working a mile a minute. Getting better at it. Getting better at figuring, and that's what you have to do too. You have to get better and practice what you can. You want to focus on the least amount of things. That's why we have the 7 pillars, but you want to focus on the least amount of things in order to that you need to execute in the day. So you'll have certain triggers. Like when you brush your teeth, there's like a cascade of events. So you don't really have to think, okay, I'm going to brush my teeth, wash my face. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to eat. I'm going to make coffee. Like whatever your sequence is, you don't really need to think about every single thing. You don't need to be like this. Then I make coffee and then I make that. You need that one trigger. Like, hey, wake up. That's why they have the whole thing. Wake up, make the bed. Okay. I don't make my bed, but wake up, you go and you do. Like I get out of the bed. I get the fuck out of the bed. I never make the bed. I don't like trapping bacteria and trapping shit in the sheets. I get up and I fucking leave. I get up, I grab my stuff, and I leave. Get the fuck out of I get away from the bed. But anyway, so you have to focus on, again, the 7 pillars. Do we have more than 7 things that we focus on in the day? Sure, there's a lot of little mini tasks. But what are the fundamental things that we should focus on that we can do our day? So for me, the main things I'm doing every day, what are the main things that I do? I want to take care of myself. I want to meditate. I want to do my workout or yoga and or both. You know, if I go to the gym, I'm doing a lot of movement and stretching between the podcast. So which things do I need to do first in the day? Yesterday it went late and I was like, oh, I'll do the podcast later on. I'll push the podcast off. Not a good idea. I don't like it whenever I do it. It was great last night. You know, anytime the podcast goes late, it's never really a bad thing because some of you that don't get to catch it normally live earlier, catch it later. It gets done every day. Sometimes things happen, but you know, the podcast is one of those things where I work out, I take care of me, I take care of the podcast, the standards, the everyday stuff. I prioritize. You know, that's why it was great when we started doing the podcast at 12 noon every day. When I started it for a while, it was 12 noon every day, and then it just became extremely inconvenient. But that was the time that it always happened. So it was great. It was very consistent and very regulated. And I like doing those more often. So, you know, I like doing them earlier in the day. I like doing them in the afternoon. I like doing them in the late morning. Maybe not super, super early, but I like doing them earlier in the day. I like it. I like the light coming in, good energy. Some of you are just getting to work. You're on your lunch break. It's during the day. You can catch it on the way home in your commute. I like it. But of course, you know, sometimes you can always catch it later, but you know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. It's a combination. I leave my sheets off so my bed can breathe, and also so I don't do anything. Just fucking go. Get up, make your bed. Get the fuck away from your bed. Leave. But that's also another thing, Christine. If you're super busy, you are able to manage your time better because you have no choice. So if you have responsibilities back to back to back, you have no choice. You're going to do it. And it's going to be a miracle. How the fuck did I did that? You didn't have any choice. You did it mercilessly. I waste a lot of time. I waste a lot of fucking time. No question about it. You know, I'll dilly-dally. I'll get distracted. I totally have. I don't even think I don't like diagnosing and saying I have ADD or ADHD. I just think about a lot of things at the same time. So, I mean, like, you know, I'm just one of those people. I don't like diagnosing it like it's a fucking problem. That's my strength, is I'm thinking about a lot of things at a time. My ideas are boom, 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 boom. That's a great strength. I don't want to change that shit. You have attention deficit. No, you don't. You're just eating garbage food. You're not exercising enough, and you haven't found something that you're passionate about. People with fucking ADD that are eating healthy, that are exercising and taking care of themselves and have a passion, they don't have attention deficit. They have super fucking fine-tuned focus, because like everyone that I talk to that has ADD, but they're passionate about something, they're fucking locked in. It's just that it's more like a nervous energy when you're pumping yourself full of sugar and you're not moving. Yeah, you're going to be fucking because your brain is just like, exercise, exhaust yourself. For real, if you have fucking ADD, go do an hour of cardio. Like go on a step mill for an hour. You know I don't talk about cardio, but fucking you go do that and see how fucking ADD you are. Meditation is different. So when people say like, oh, they need to meditate, that's a long practice. That's a long practice. Nutrition's going to be huge, right? Nutrition's going to be, I mean, that's a whole different thing. Just to like, you know, that's a practice, but I'm talking about like, you want real feedback, go exhaust yourself physically. And you're like, oh my God. Because a lot of that it's just nervous energy, but it's like physical. I'm not saying you'll go away and you'll be a whole different person, but yeah, if you're doing that, if you're paying attention to your nutrition and you're taking care of yourself physically, yeah, it's going to help it a lot. There you go. Exactly. Christine, my husband has ADHD. He manages through diet, fitness, and his willpower. And guess what? Discipline through nutrition and fitness will give you the discipline for other things. You learn discipline, and a lot of you say that. I mean, these 7 pillars that we follow, it's not just about exercise and health. I mean, it's life, because that is life. But obviously, the stuff we talk about here on the podcast, it translates to every other thing that we do in our lives. It translates to everything. So many different facets of our lives can be attributed to these same principles that we can use in other aspects of existence. It's not just, oh, let me get 6-pack abs. That's just part of it. That's just one of the benefits that you can receive from taking care of yourself. Or do an hour of yoga. Yeah, go do a level 3. Those of you that are doing scorched earth, go do level 3 vinyasa. Go do that and see how fucking ADD you are. Be lying in a puddle of your own sweat. Papa, regarding brain gains, he usually starts asking you to be sat down in an upright but relaxed position. Could you do it in Shavasana or in bed before sleeping? You don't want to do it lying down. You don't want to do it lying down. This is something you're not trying to fall asleep. If you're doing Shavasana, that's the corpse pose. That's something at the end. That's the most important pose in yoga. And that's actually, that's going to take me down another rabbit hole. But first, we'll talk about Shavasana in a second, but going back to the meditation, you want to be conscious. Like you're doing work, but you're not doing work. You need to be awake. You need to be focused. So don't lie down while you're meditating. I don't recommend it. Let's see. Oh, so what I was going to talk about Shavasana. So what I don't like about a lot of yoga studios, one of the problems with yoga studios, here's one of the benefits, and here's one of the major benefits. So how many of you do the yoga classes inside Swolenormous X? Drop that in the comments below, and what your favorite classes are inside Swolenormous X. I want to do a little bit of like some feedback. So how many of you do the yoga studio inside Swolenormous X, and what's your favorite class or classes or type of yoga inside the yoga studio in X? Here's what a major, and we don't talk about this enough, and I want to talk more about it. One of the major benefits of the yoga studio in Swolenormous X and doing it online and streaming it to your TV, putting on your phone, your computer, tablet, whatever, the benefit, one of the biggest benefits is the fact that when you're in Shavasana, you can stay there as long as you want. This is a major downside for yoga studios. A major downside, like a huge problem. No one really talks about it because you don't really have a choice when you go to a yoga studio. And it's because yoga studios need to have other classes. They need to clear out the room. They need to mop. They need to clean. People need to get up and go on with their life. So you have a lot of movement. You have, okay, this class is from 6 to 7. The next one starts at 7:30. So you can only be there for like 5 minutes. And then, hey, you can rest for a few more minutes, but everyone's like, you still have to kind of get up and get out. We need another class coming in. It's not your living room. And Shavasana is the most important pose because it is that meditation. It's that release of all the tension, release of all that internal struggle you've achieved that corpse pose, that resting pose. You can stay there. If you're doing a class in Swole Enormous X, when it finishes, you can stay there for half an hour, for an hour. You can. Not a lot of you maybe will have the time, want to, but Shavasana you can take longer, and you should. It shouldn't be like a lot of studios when they run it, because the teacher, look, yoga, it's very arbitrary to fit a yoga class into 60 minutes. The classes in Swole Enormous X can vary because they're online. You might have a 70-minute class. You might have a 48-minute class. So it's more custom to the flow. So the instructors in Swole Enormous X can finish their flow and take you through that journey every class at their pace. If they want to make it 66 minutes, they'll make it 66 minutes. If they want to make it 49 minutes and that was like perfect for that flow, then it's a 49-minute flow. And gyms or studios, when you're trying to compress a flow into 60 minutes exactly, it becomes very cookie cutter. It becomes very paced and very generic. They tend to get very, very, very generic. And not to mention at the end, a lot of instructors, look, sometimes it happens, even with the best instructors, sometimes you get lost in the flow and you mismanage time. And all of a sudden there's 10 minutes left in class and you have to rush the last side. Have you ever had that? You've probably had that if you go to a yoga studio. You'll sometimes have an instructor, you're having a great class and you kind of go over and all of a sudden there's 10 minutes left. Oh shit. And you have to kind of ramp up or finish up that side and you have a rush to Shavasana and then the class ends. And it's like, you don't want to leave a yoga class in a rush. You want to enter that Shavasana peacefully and then just experience it and just live in it for 10, 20 minutes, when you're done. And that's the beauty of Swole Enormous X, is you can stay there as long as you want. And that no one really talks that much about it. I need to talk more about it. I don't think I've ever articulated that aspect of it. But that's always been a major reason why it's so much. I think it's just so much better. It helps you with your own practice. You could do it anywhere and you can have the class that you want. Your class can be 80 minutes. You can have a 20-minute Shavasana. Once you reach that meditative state at the end, that full-blown release, you have all that physical tension. Your body's relaxed and you just melt. And you can just stay there. And if you're in the comfort of your own home, you just stay there and you finish up your class your way. And if you want to get up in 7 minutes, in 3 minutes, or in 35 minutes, that's what you do. And it's amazing. And any yoga studio you go to, you can't customize how long you stay. Sometimes you're only allowed to stay for 5 minutes. And they're aware of this. Why do you think they give you 5 extra minutes? Or why they say, oh, you can stay for 5 or 10 minutes after in Shavasana? Because they know that's yoga. However, you still have to get up and go, so you know it's ending. So you don't really release. You don't really release in a yoga studio. You do, but you don't. You don't if it ends. You don't if there's a finishing point. You don't if you're having to move out to allow a new class to come in. You don't really go through it to the end if people are getting up and grabbing their stuff and there's noise. It breaks that flow. It splits you from that experience. Or threatens to. Gabriel, have you checked out Swole Enormous X? We got over 100 classes in there. You don't have to go to a studio. It's cool to do it in person. It's great, especially if you're doing like a hot yoga class and there's good energy and stuff. And it doesn't mean you have to do that long Shavasana like I mentioned all the time, but you have the ability to customize. Catherine, what's up? Good for you. What's up, fam? Had a bit of good news at my last doctor's appointment. Lost 9.2 pounds in 3 weeks. Good for you. There you go, Phil. It's a yoga studio in your pocket. Damn straight. Damn fucking straight. Oh, we do have a new, some of you were asking, I think, was that you, Yolanda? You're asking if Alex, new classes. And yes, we have some new chair classes coming. New chair classes. We're filling out that section. So a lot more chair classes. I believe Express. We got some other things coming. We got some big announcements. Do we always have big announcements? What's great is that Scorched Earth just dropped. And it's already like, I'm trying to keep my mouth shut. I'm trying to let Scorched Earth have its day in the sun. Get it? Its day in the sun. I'm trying to let Scorched Earth like marinate because I'm like, ooh, Ooh, I want to talk about the other things. I'm getting eager. I'm getting ahead of myself. You're all gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait. I tell you too much. I tell you too many things. Come on, stop whining. I'm glad to hear it, Christine. I love the chair classes. Excellent. I already answered that question on Instagram, James. Right? You answered that on Instagram stories. I answered that there. Do front squats. You're fine. Do front squats. You don't have to do every squat. I prefer front squats. I changed to back squats for a while, but I have like repetitive like issues that, I mean, either my form is actually breaking, because I don't, I don't know, or it's just not right for my body anymore, or or my certain muscles aren't activating properly and I need to work more on certain, I don't like back squats. And I've never, let me see. I don't remember any time I've ever gotten hurt. I don't think I've ever gotten hurt doing front squats. I've never had any tweak. I've had, back tweaks and stuff and from back squats. So now I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing those anymore. Nope. Not going to do it. If anything, maybe light for a warm up, but I'm not going front squats for real. Front squats are going to activate muscles that are much more useful for people. It works so much more on upper body mobility. And it's much more realistic. You're going to pick something up and then stand up with it. You're not going to put it on your back. It's going to be even like a bar and you're going to go, "Rrr." Like when you're carrying a yoke, you're not an ox. So you're fine. Front squats are more realistic. Writing glasses. Hello, Papa. I watch your podcast regularly. Thank you. I do yoga at home, but my wrists hurt when I do any poses where there's pressure on my hands. Do you have any tips? Yeah, you can push more into your fingertips, push more into your index finger and your thumb. And also, if you're doing yoga at home, maybe your mat is too soft. You might think that you need a softer mat, but a lot of times your wrist will sink in. But if you're putting pressure onto your fingertips, you might also want to wear gloves or some wrist wraps if you need some kind of support as you strengthen them. But there are some good exercises for strengthening your wrist. You could look into a TheraBar, or it's a TheraBand. It's called a Flex Bar. It's good for grip strength, working on all aspects of your wrist. So forearm exercises, but anything that you're dealing with your forearms, I would have to know more to be like, oh, this is where you should start. So I don't recommend something that's too challenging because there's some body weight wrist exercise and stretching and mobility. But a lot of times wrist weakness can also be an imbalance. Certain muscles are stronger too much on one side than the other side. And then there's a strength imbalance and so forth. We talk about eliminating foods. Oh, you're talking about losing weight. You lost 9.2, right? You lost weight at the doctor. That's right. I just read that comment. Catherine says, I've eliminated all dairy but sour cream, extra sharp cheddar, and occasionally ranch. Ranch makes me gag in my... I hear ranch, I'm like, I don't like ranch. But good. I'm glad. Imagine if you got rid of that stuff too. You never know. One day at a time, practice. Good stuff. You can do it different ways. You can actually have straps on the bar and hold the straps, little leather straps. You wrap them around the bar. You get leather wrist wraps and stuff, and you can hold the bar like that. You can actually hold little straps attached to the bar. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, there's going to be more tutorials and stuff, but that's how you would do it. Straps on the bar, holding the straps. You could do it like this. I don't like this way. I used to. I don't like it at all. I like the clean position, but you need shoulder mobility, you need wrist mobility. An elbow. You just need upper body mobility. But you can also put straps on the bar. You just got to be careful because you have to, when your back fatigues, when your middle lower traps, when your thoracic spine, when you start fatiguing, you're going to come forward. You don't want to get locked up because your hands are on the bar. So make sure you have support so you're nearby. You have a spotter and stuff. Amazon, your order is coming. Oh, thank you, Amazon. Very nice. How nice of you. How nice of you. We got here. I got a couple things I wanted to talk about today. All right, this one is from... This one we talked about. Yeah. Let's see. We got a couple questions we go over. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got going here. This one's from Danielle. So what up, D? Following on from a post about cleaning up my diet, I've now done 10 days of no sugar, obviously small amounts from fruit, etc. Have dropped most of my sugar-free V's. V's, so on track. Sugar-free V's? What's a V? To have them gone by next week, and as well as my energy has been great. My body's feeling pretty good and my training's going really well. The other day I had a crazy bad run of luck and all I wanted to do was buy a ton of junk, curl up in my bed and ignore the world. But instead I got home, took my dog for an hour-long walk, ate a healthy dinner before I went back out so I wouldn't be hungry and around shops, and finished the day on point with my diet. As an emotional binge eater, that was the most amazing thing, and I'm feeling pretty damn proud of that. Loving this group, and as a brand new Unlimited member, I'm loving the yoga and the brain gains. Side note, I'm from New Zealand, and all the comments about grass-fed meat confused the hell out of me at first because I grew up on farms, and all the cattle in New Zealand is outside on farms eating grass and hay if needed, and I'd never heard of corn-fed beef. I read that, and I was like, oh God, I have to share that. So great post, Danielle. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the yoga studio and brain gains. And yeah, it shouldn't be called grass-fed meat. It should just be meat. It should be meat that is from cows. It should be understood that cows eat grass. But we live in a world now where that's not the case. We feed cows garbage and they get sick. Yeah, we feed cows garbage. Yeah, we feed cows absolute fucking shit. We don't care if they get sick. We don't care if we get sick because we're going to eat them. If they get fatter quicker. But good for you. Good for you. We were talking about binge eating recently, so that was a good post to share. Hey, Papa. Hello. For the prone leg curl in pull ignite, how do I place a dumbbell between my feet? You could do it on a decline bench. You're probably going to have someone hand it to you or put it there and then take it away or drop it. That's a tough one to do by yourself if you're not used to it. You can also do it on a decline. You can slip your feet under. It's not necessarily a safe move, in the sense that, if I'm like, hey, if you just slide forward and keep it on the bench and then kind of bend your knees and slide, it could drop and land on your butt. You get a bruise or something, or hopefully not worse. Depends on how much you're lifting. But usually when you're doing those types of dumbbell curls, either you're very advanced and strong enough and coordinated enough to like reach back and put it there, X, Y, and Z, or you have someone else that puts it there and then takes it away, or you drop it on the ground. If you have like a pad there, or you're on a decline, like your legs are lower than your head. Completely ignorant about yoga. It's okay, Vincente. A lot of people are. It's all good. For a couple of weeks, did some stretching exercises for recovering a hip flexor pinch, which only made it worse. What style should I try at first? SMT lighter. What? Smith lighter? I'm going to ignore that. I don't know what you're talking about. What style should I try at first? All levels flow. If you're looking for some deep stretching, you could try yin yoga. Yin is very passive. You're not doing muscle engagement. You're allowing gravity to melt you away. So if you've never heard of yin yoga, we have an entire yin yoga section in Swolenormous X, but you can Google it, you can check it out, but I recommend you checking out the Swole fam. You get everything. You get everything inside Swolenormous X for the same, and in some places, in some cities, less than the cost of one single yoga class. You get unlimited access to Swolenormous X for the monthly. The monthly membership is less than $1 a day, and you literally have access to everything, hundreds of fucking classes, full programs, meditation, the Swole fam, everything for less than what it would cost for maybe one class in person if you went in and paid for one yoga class in Miami or in Boca Raton, especially any city. One fucking class, you get everything. It's crazy. For those of you that are considering maybe joining X. Oh, something lighter, you mean? Oh, something lighter in terms of doing something else. Yeah, yin yoga is great. What's up, Harris? What up? What up? Watching from work? Yay. There's no question. Oh, you're talking about creatine. Oh, whatever. You're. I thought it was a question for me. Oh, we're talking about creatine. Creatine works, but it doesn't work the same for everyone. Some people don't need as much supplementation as other people can benefit. It's not harmful for you. But here's the thing with any kind of supplements. You can go on, if you're curious about the purity or the quality, go on labdoor.com. That's a great site where you can look up supplements and it'll tell you which ones have been tested and which ones are good, bad, or the other. You know, in terms of like vitamins, minerals, and stuff, if you're looking for a specific thing for whatever you're doing. But you don't, one of the problems is, okay, because you don't need all this fancy shit. You don't need to load. You don't need to do any of that loading bullshit. But there's different types of creatine, but really the monohydrate works. Sometimes the micronate. You just need a basic. You don't need any of the fancy shit. But the problem with the supplements are the processing, because you might get other impurities. You might be like, oh, it's creatine. Well, are you actually getting what they say? Are you actually getting creatine? Or are you just sucking down cornstarch? Like, you wouldn't know the fucking difference. You wouldn't know. You're just sucking down a white powder. It tastes like bland, bitter shit. It tastes sandy. You wouldn't notice, like, oh, I don't think this has what it has in it. Either you'd be like, oh, this works, it doesn't work. Maybe it says it has 5 grams or 2 grams. Maybe when you're consuming it, maybe it has 0.5, and how the fuck would you know? You know, some settling may occur. Maybe you got a scoop of 0 grams. Maybe you got, how would you fucking know? Not to mention, I'm eating like a steak all the time. I don't need necessarily more. Just want to be careful. Oh, hell yeah, the yoga studio alone is worth the Swolenormous X membership. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people are, I've had some people message like, is there any way to just get the yoga studio? I don't want everything else. It's like, are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking crazy? You don't want everything else? Do you understand how much it costs to go to a yoga studio? Do you know how much it costs to get access to new classes every week? Like, you can stream a yoga class 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. The yoga studio is always open, and we're always adding new classes every fucking week. Like, it's mind-blowingly inexpensive for just the yoga alone, let alone everything else. So most people don't understand what it's like. And here's another thing too. Everyone's perception of what yoga is different. People don't realize the caliber of the instructors inside Swolenormous X. And for those of you that are, and we have another instructor that dropping a little hint, a little teaser trailer. It's just amazing. The caliber is fantastic. Genevieve, Alex, Rachel, fucking amazing. Amazing. And the team just continues to grow, and they're amazing, amazing, amazing. I only bring people on for like classes that I've taken. And there's a reason why. I know talent. I know talent when it comes to yoga and training. I know it when I see it. Instantly. I know it immediately. I know that special shit. And I know when someone very well, especially in fitness, I know when someone's saying shit that they understand, that they can explain versus just playing the part. Authenticity is really the word, especially when it comes to fitness type stuff. But they're phenomenal. I agree, Karen. Those yoga girls are fire. Fuck yeah, they are. Let's see here. Yeah, you don't need to load. Are you guys still talking about creatine? You don't need to load creatine. You don't need to. I'd be careful. Look, if your nutrition isn't on point, what are you supplementing for? What are you worried about supplements for? Get some better food. Eat better. Lock that down. You're going to bulk and see so much progress just from eating better. Get your shit together, right? Let's see. Oh, we got some coronavirus. Let's see. California announces first coronavirus death. I want to know who this person is. Oh my God, everyone. Oh, they're showing pictures of people at Costco with just all this hand sanitizer. The patient. All right, you ready for this? Well, here's another thing. Local health officials in California announced Wednesday that the state's first COVID, the coronavirus 19, bringing U.S. fatalities to at least 11. The patient was an elderly adult with underlying health conditions, county officials said, adding that the person was the second confirmed. All right, so someone's unhealthy and. All right, so that's. No one's going to want to say it. I don't want anyone to die, but that's good news. Let's be honest. It's good news that it's not like this strapping young 25-year-old. That would be like, holy shit. Anyway, let's see here. Brandon, leg day before a 14-hour shift. Fuck yeah, don't wait. Hashtag don't wait for today's card. We'll be wrapping up shortly, so make sure you stay tuned for the winner. Don't wait, Beaches. We got a couple more things to talk about. We look forward to having you, Emily. Looking forward to welcome you. Let's see here. Yolanda, Alex is by far the best yoga instructor I've ever had. I wish she did one-on-one. I'd pay. Well, she does down here. Yeah, but she's phenomenal. Phenomenal. This is all a hangover from pre-Swole fam. You're good. You're good, Rich. You're good. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, all we're trying to do in the Swole fam, look, there's a lot of different ways to be successful with fitness. There's a lot of different ways to be successful with nutrition, with meditation. There are a lot of different things, not to mention there's a lot of different things, but then there's your individual little niche and style. There's your individual flow. They're the little tweaks and things that you add to your life that are specific to you. That's important. That's important to understand, that you can customize things. You can tweak and adjust. You don't have to do it the way anyone else does it. You got to do the way you do it. Do what's right for you. Do it your way and do it the best that you can. And be looking to improve. Be looking to do better. Push yourself. Push yourself. Push yourself. Push yourself. Push, 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 boom. Push yourself. Vicente, that's great. Papa, I almost dropped myself off the pull-up rack today because while listening to you talk about dirty public toilets and strangers pee splash back from urinals, yeah, I ranted hard. Well, that was last night, right? It was so late as a blur. I was up really late after that. Had a bunch of things to take care of. Locking it down and getting a good night's sleep, a better night's sleep, and I'm feeling really good, but push it real good. Dun 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 dun. Making sick fucking gains. I was raging yesterday about people that don't wash their fucking hands, you nasty bitches. You nasty fucking bitches. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty fucking assholes. Literally. Why do you piss on your fucking hand, you nasty? You nasty. You nasty. Yeah, it's amazing. One of the reasons why I know some of you, it's focusing on less things. It's focusing on less things. It's focusing and mastering the basics, mastering the 7 pillars, mastering those, because you never really master them. You're always working on them. And if you're always working, again, let's review. It's always good for a reminder. We need to remind ourselves. And if you're not looking at these every day and scanning through them, hey, everyone, Catherine wants to hear about dirty assholes while she's eating. Ew, she's gross. She said so. See? Always want to hear about dirt. You said it, not me. You're not being sarcastic. It's just text. How do I know that you don't like that? Pillar number 1, your environment is a reflection of your choices. It will shape who you are and who you will become. So let's think about number 1. Very simple, but you're focusing on being, I want to expound upon these, for this episode to close. You always need to be grooming your shit. You always need to be mowing your lawn. You always need to be valuing your time, number 1. How do you spend your time? Are you wasting your time with fucking morons? If you are, you might want to reevaluate because you're not crushing number 1. Number 2, nutrition. Focus on the quality. This is a constant battle and struggle because you're surrounded by maybe shitty people. If you're surrounded by a shitty first pillar, if your pillar 1 sucks, then you're going to have a big struggle with pillar 2, because if you're surrounding yourself with people that eat shit, that try to encourage you to eat shit, and that don't support you for trying to make yourself healthier, fuck those people. So pillar 1 and 2 are very important. You got to train properly. You got to go. You got to have a good program. You got to focus on the right things. Make sure you're resting enough. You're not overdoing it. You're doing the right exercise. You're focusing on the basics. You're focusing on the things that you need to do for your individual training. Pillar number 4, recovery. You got to make sure you're giving yourself a chance to recover. Your programming, your life should revolve around recovery. It really should. It should revolve around recovery. If you don't worry about how much you're training, worry about how much you're recovering. Are you recovering enough? If yes, then you can push yourself a little bit harder maybe. Recover enough. Pillar number 5, mobility. Move your fucking body. Don't just sit around. Don't just lift. Do yoga, twist, bend. Use all the joints, move all the joints, move your shit the way your shit is meant to move. Pillar number 6, mindfulness. Practice your meditation. Get your head in order. Don't try to fix all the problems in your life or your psychological issues and your stress by physical stuff. You're stressed out psychologically, so you go exhaust yourself in the gym. That's not how it's not gonna go away. You're gonna keep on internalizing your problems. It's gonna come back. It's a Band-Aid. It makes you feel good temporarily, and it's gonna come right back. Mindfulness makes a huge difference. Reducing stress, reducing cortisol. It'll help you lose weight, help you lose fat, help you feel better. Helps for everything. Pillar 7, consistency. Execution is everything. Passion and purpose will forge this pillar in perpetuity. Everything that I said before this, it doesn't matter if you're not doing it regularly. If you're not doing it regularly, okay, it's all the fucking time. Are you doing it regularly? Are you putting in the right effort? Are you getting it done? Are you getting it done? It's always cool to have look at this program. Oh, look at this fancy. Hey, look at my new workout gloves. Oh, look at my new shoes. Oh, I got a new gym membership. Oh, okay, cool. Again, I've always said it, even if you join Swolenormous X, but you don't do anything with it, then it's worth nothing. You have to do it. I can't do the work for you, nor would I. You need to do the work yourself. You need to want to do the work yourself. You need to put in the effort. Do it yourself. It's great to have the tools. You use those tools and you fucking do it. That's what happens. You use the tools and you do it. Fatima. How do you pronounce that? Where's the stress? I spent the last 20 minutes of work yesterday explaining the 7 pillars and all about Papa Swolio. She was like, yeah, well, that makes sense. It does. Thank you. I appreciate that. Spread the gospel of sick fucking gains. It makes sense because it's very basic. I'm not reinventing the wheel. Like, I'm not creating anything. Well, that's not true. Swolenormous X is, the creation, but I'm not making shit up. I'm not making it fantastical. I'm not stating anything that's not, it makes sense. It's just, it was already there. A lot of you are looking for something elsewhere. You're looking for something new. You're looking for some new fad or trend or thing. Stop going up, go deeper. Stop going out, go more in. And that's what she said. You need to go back to these fundamentals. You need to go back to the pillars. Like, you don't have the base layer figured out. You're already everyone's trying to go to the supplement, or you're trying to go for the new workout fad or the new diet. It's not about the new diet. It's about what you should be eating from the beginning. You need to take control of your nutrition and figure this shit out from the fucking foundation. Elimination diet. You got to take some more stock and take some more interest in what you're trying to achieve and what your outcome is. Stop outsourcing your health. Stop outsourcing your life. Don't outsource your fucking life. Maybe things that stress you when you can. There's certain good ways to outsource, but you know what I mean? Don't depend on someone else to tell you what's best for you. You need to be passionately trying to improve your health and your fitness and your life. And then it will improve, because if you're doing it for the right reasons, you're going to be passionate about it. Do it for your kids, do it for people that are around you, the people that you love and care about, and of course for you. Do it for you. If you love yourself, which you should. It's not bad to be selfish. You need to be. You need to take care of your own shit, which is why I'm going to go right now and take care of my own shit. So let's give away this Swole card. Swole card. Here we go. Let's get a little Swole card. Don't wait. Hashtag don't wait. Episode 1398. Yo, 1400. Episode 1400 is coming. Let's get a little water break, shall we? Let's get a little water break. Here we go. Everyone get some. If you want a water break, I'm thirsty, so hurry up. There you go. Pedro, you got it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come on, kitty. Come on, kitty. Kitty. I know. Let's go. Here we go. 3. Shut up. Let's go. Everyone, here are 3, 2, 1. Dance time. Good kitty. Yeah. Good girl. Don't forget to cup the balls. Gotta pull that shit right back in. Oh, God. I may vomit. Oh, got it. Wait. Okay. God. It's coming. There's a little bit more. Oh. That's it. Do any of you, I mean, look, I'm not trying to be gross. I just promise myself that I don't give a fuck. I just don't care. I'm curious, how many of you, is it just me? But every time I chug that water, especially I think when I'm sucking down all that air, I don't like this spigot. I like chugging. But I just don't care. If that grosses you out, I just don't care. And that's how you do something. That's how you follow your passion, is you can't care what other people say. Like, I don't care if you fucking don't like me burping, but I can't do a water break. I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to hold it in. Oh, don't burp. Be proper. No, the reason I can do this every day is because I don't give a fuck. I'll do whatever I want. If I have to pee, I'm going to be like, hey, we'll be right back. I gotta take a piss. We're doing it. It's about the doing. Don't care. I need to burp. You don't like it? Get the fuck out of here. It's not your podcast. If it bothers me, you when I burp, there's going to be many more. But I want to know. Sometimes, like, I don't know if you all burp. You know what we got to do? You know what? I would love to put together a montage compilation video of everyone doing like water breaks with like the Daily Swole in the background, like on a TV or a phone, like during a water break. I would love to get some fucking video montage and do like a compilation video. That'd be awesome. So if you got any footage and you want to send it in, support@swolenormous.com. Send that shit in. Yay. I'll have to get a different place to send it in. Tag me in your story. Hey. Papa Swoleo, Papa Swoleo. This is how Papa Swoleo makes gains. So hashtag don't wait. Oh, Friday. Friday. Look at the number. Friday, 1398. Only 2 more chances to win, period. Any card in history forever and ever and ever in the 13 hundos. Last 13 hundo chance. Here we go. Let's pick a Swole card winner. Remember, hashtag don't wait. Here we go. First round of trying to find someone. Remember, I scroll and I let the scroll. I scroll and then it stops. I have a little trackpad. I go scroll and wherever the cursor stops, and we play some music. So round 1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Don't wait. Oh, that's the wrong music. Wrong button. That was the water break music. This is the don't wait music. Swole card music. Here we go, fam. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't wait. Don't wait. Wait thee not. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait. Oh, we got a winner, fam. CG Lifestyle. Congratulations. Dun, 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 dun. Very nice. Very nice. Look at you. Look at you winning all don't wait and shit. Look at you hashtagging. Look at you. Get you on with your bad self. Look at you. Look at you, boy. Look at you. Looking fly as fuck. God damn. Don't wait. Number 1398. Motherfucker. Shit. You won yourself some Swole card, motherfucker. God damn. Sound like a mix between Samuel Jackson and Kevin Hart. All right. CG Lifestyle. Congratulations. Everyone say congratulations. CG. Be nice. Congratulations. Woohoo. What? Congratulations. CG. Congratulations. Be nice. Be nice. Cocksuckers. As expected, you're a douche.
Come on, stop whining.
Don't be a beesh. You can win tomorrow because tomorrow is $13.99. Remember, if you want to download the 7 Pillars of Swolenormous, if you haven't yet downloaded the 7 Pillars, head on over to swolenormousx.com and it's right there at the top. You can download and you can have the audio, the ebook, and the 7 Pillars on your phone. You can scroll through them. Remember, you focus on the basics. You code over them every day. You make sure you're checking off those boxes. You're getting your shit done. And that's it. And we build from there. And every day it's a fucking practice. Every day is a practice. So thank you everyone for joining me for episode 1398 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in Zarel. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, my goose. Papa Swoleo. Ho, 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 ho. Out.